Hi, this is Becky with Pure Vitality, and today I'm going to share with you one of the things that's going to make a huge difference in your health. What can give you the most nutritional impact with the least effort on your part? A smoothie is your answer, and that's what I'm going to show you today. You're going to learn how to make a smoothie, what you're going to need, and why smoothies should be a regular part of your life. I consider a smoothie healthy fast food because it's something you can make in less than 2 minutes. You really don't need a recipe, it's easy to put together. Smoothies are loaded with nutrients and living enzymes from fresh fruits and vegetables. They're also great for boosting energy levels. Forget the rise and the crash you get from coffee. Smoothies are going to give you a lasting energy that's going to last throughout the whole day. Now, because smoothies are also low in calories and high in fiber, they're going to be good promoters of weight loss. And finally, smoothies are great at helping you to reduce your cravings. You're a lot less likely to reach for that candy bar or bag of chips by giving your body the nutrients and vitamins that it needs from these power-packed, drinkable meals. So what do you need to make a smoothie? All you really need is a blender, and it's really that easy. It can be a handheld blender like this one. It's very convenient and portable. Or you can use a standard blender that you may already have at home in your kitchen. In this demonstration, we're going to be using a Vitamix, which is a high-speed blender. You could also use a NutriBullet. This is a relatively new product on the market that we've recently tested against the Vitamix and found it to be very good, almost exactly the same as the Vitamix with a less investment on your part. So what ingredients do you need to make a smoothie? In this recipe, we're going to be using bananas, and we're going to add a little bit of raw almond butter for protein, frozen strawberries, a handful of organic spinach, or you could also use any other type of green, a pinch of cinnamon, and some stevia, which is a natural sweetener that comes from a plant, and a little splash of vanilla extract, and some almond milk. You could also use coconut milk, coconut water, or plain filtered water. So to make a smoothie, you're going to want to put in the fresh, ripe fruit in first. And we're using bananas, but you could also use peaches, pears, mangoes, any type of fresh fruit, even frozen berries like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. And then we're going to add our handful of spinach. You could also use kale or any other type of green, and as long as you keep it to be a small amount in proportion to the fruit, you're not going to notice the flavor very much. And a big heaping tablespoon of almond butter, which you could also use peanut butter, cashew butter, any type of nuts. You could even use whole nuts. Vitamix is going to blend up whole nuts completely smooth, so we could have done that, but if you use a regular standard blender, you're going to definitely want to use almond butter. And our seasonings, which were cinnamon and vanilla and stevia. You could also use raw honey or agave, or you could even use dates or dried fruit. But sometimes you don't even need a sweetener because the fruit sweetens it very well as it is. And then we're going to add some almond milk, just enough to cover it about more than halfway on the level of the fruit, and you're going to start blending with that and see if that's enough to get you to the desired consistency that you like, and if not, you can always add more. So then you're going to blend it on high until smooth and creamy. I love Vitamixes because they completely blend up every ingredient and get it completely smooth. And you're going to want to drink your smoothie right away. They don't really keep very well because they can kind of lose some of their flavor and a lot of the nutrients once you've blended them up. Another option is to use a stick blender, which is something that you can use when you're on the go, when you're traveling. You can take it with you and blend up this smoothie right in a glass. Once you get the hang of a regular smoothie, these are some optional add-ins you can do to increase the nutrient content even more. Some of these things include bee pollen, which not only will help to boost your energy level, but also can be very good for allergies. You can also add sprouts. Sunflower sprouts, buckwheat sprouts, even alfalfa sprouts will help add more nutrients that you can get from basically living green plants. And just use a tablespoon or so because you don't want them to overpower the taste of the fruit. Superfoods such as goji berries, raw chocolate powder, maca powder, there's all kinds of things. You can use barley grass powder. Those are going to only add more nutrients to your smoothie. Other herbs and spices. We use cinnamon and vanilla in this demonstration, but you could use, allspice, nutmeg, whatever flavors and seasonings you like. You can also add flax seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds. These type of things are going to add more fiber, more omega-3s. They're going to really help boost the nutrient content even further. Kids love smoothies, and this is a great way to get more veggies into their diets without having a fight on your hands. And my secret to making smoothies for kids is to add blueberries or blackberries. They will cover up the green color, which is great because kids are going to look at that green smoothie and they're going to say, what the heck is that? So another thing you can do is to freeze them into popsicles, which make a great after-school snack. They're great in the summertime, and it's a great healthy treat. So my challenge for you today is to start making one smoothie each day. If you replace one meal a day with this healthy smoothie, you're going to be taking the easiest first step towards a new you. So get ready to start feeling amazing today. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and there's much more to come. I will see you soon, and be well.